Huh, hello great people of YouTube. The Lasagna Man here. And welcome to an interesting game that I have read nothing about because, I want to learn. It's a text-based game called Nectar Thief. Now, I have just opened it. It ran through a few lines, and this is what we got. So it says Nectar Thief, Cycle A, 100 breath to remember room, and then a strange little dotted thing which I assume is where I type. I don't know what I'm meant to type. Okay, so / does help. Inspects the current room, interacts with other items. Okay. Bedroom. There is a soft bed in one corner of the room, away from the window. Flowers sprout from every available portion of the floor. Bedroom. Door to unknown room, door to unknown room, door to unknown room. Okay. 1 to 9 interact with other items as displayed, so that would be 1, 2, 3. There is no formal end. You can check your progress with P and quit whenever you feel done. Now, it's said that it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to play. We will see. So I pressed 1. Room. Inspect. Road. Okay, so we're outside. Through the honeyed air, the broad road runs as far as the eye can see. At intervals, small dirt paths peel away from it to either side. Road. Pavement margins. Door to unknown room, door to unknown room, door to bedroom. Pavement margins. I'm going to go back to the bedroom and just discover what's going on. So 1, 3, 5. Bedroom. Yes. 2. Room. Service room. A workroom. Servitors with their guts open lie on low work tables in various states of disassembly. Servitors? What's a servitor? Okay. So they're basically like robot flesh workers. Fair enough. Okay, so right, turn module, turn door to bedroom. Go back to the bedroom, and we will press 3. Room. High room. The room is wide and bare. A thin moss has crept in over the flagstones and in the cracks between them. The slightest of flowers are beginning to bloom. High above you see a raised aqueduct. High room. Listen. Aqueduct floor. Door to the... Listen? You cannot be sure, but faintly from high above you believe you can hear the sound of water. Right. Aqueduct. The austere aqueduct is wrought of long slabs of some airy metal, spanning the full length of the chamber without pile or buttress. Where it meets the wall, the joinery is sprouting tufts of feathery foliage. Floor. The large pavers are fused to their neighbours to form a tessellating pattern of crosses and small fill squares. Yep, door to road, door to service room. I guess we'll go to the service room. This right turn module. A bright orange right turn module catches your eye. You pry it out from the frame of one of the abandoned servitors. Neat. Okay. Bedroom. Door to the road. Door to the road. Road. Pavement. Margins. We'll go step by step. Pavement. The intricate pattern on the pavers is worn smooth in places of greatest passage. You notice a loose brick. Yeah, well, you can't say I notice a loose brick without me going on the loose brick. A patterned brick, once part of the road's fabric, lies on the surface. You take it with you. Perhaps someday you will find the hole it fits in. Oh, it's literally on the pavement. Okie dokie. Margins? Margins. The land to either side of the road must once have been covered in green, but the trees have long gone, and with no grass to bind the soil, it drifts freely through the air in thick, choking clouds. So we'll go to door to unknown room number 3. Room. Let's have a looky. Hall 14. The floor of this hallway is covered in fine dust. It has not been swept in some time, and you can see why. In the dust lie the bodies of its host of mouse servitors. There's a lot of servitors. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Servitors? I think it's servitors. Hall 14. Servitors. Walls. Spirit door. Huh. Okay. We'll go with the servitors. Servitors. These miniature servitors lie shrouded in dust. You imagine they spent many years peacefully cleaning the empty hall until there came a point when they could no longer move and stopped in their tracks. Walls? Likely there were never plants here, and this dust is from the breakdown of the surface layer of the walls. Fair enough. Spirit door. The mouse servitors would have lived in here. Huh. Issuing forth to clean at times of low traffic. I just wonder where I am, you know, with servitors and spirit doors and roads with bricks on them. Weird. Door to unknown room? No, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Airlock. The white walls glisten as the door automatically seals behind you. Airlocks always seem to you like non-spaces, less present than an ordinary chamber, certainly less present than the sea outside. No one ever places decorations in them. Fair enough. Listen. Muffled pink noise and chattering. This room's host seems to be quite active. This door's host. Right. Doors? The doors have the patina of age, but the seals are fresh. Okay, door to unknown room. Sure, a small strip of ground projects out into the sea some distance. Void sea? No, not airlock. Oh, that's alright. I'll go the other unknown room, which is... Room. Courtyard garden. Gaps in the tilework suggest the room must once have been ringed by tall trees. You imagine their branches interlacing above you, the light filtered green. The room has enough moisture in it that the trunks have rotted away completely, and nothing remains of them. Grass now grows in the planters. Grasses? Bright green leaves sprout from the mazing of crossed stems. It is a rare treat to see this much grass in one place. You stay with it for a while. Why is it a rare treat? I wonder. It must be on some kind of like dead world or something, because, or I don't know, this is strange. Airlock. Listen, doors, door to shore, door to road, door to courtyard garden. We'll do the door to shore. Door to shore. Void sea, door to airlock. 100 breaths to remember. Hey, that's what it said at the start. But we've done bedroom, so we'll do hall 14. So it's just process of elimination, you know. We've done the spirit door. Door to unknown room, number 4. Room. Reflecting pool. A still place, once used for quiet conversation or solitary contemplation. The pool runs the length of the long room. The tiles around the reflecting pool has been polished, as if an object were repeatedly dragged around it in a perfect rectangle. Cool. It is hard to imagine a world so rich that water could be used for decoration. Yeah, so it must be... It has to be like a post-apocalyptic kind of situation, because if grass is not like seen in abundance and it's a gift almost, or an honor or privilege to see it. And it's hard to imagine a world so rich in water. So I'm wondering if it's even Earth, because Earth is like 80% of water or something, you know. Floor. There are telltale angular artifacts at the corners of the polished rectangle. It is likely a track worn by one of the room's servitor, assigned the task of honouring the pool. Honouring the pool. Okie dokie. It will be a shame to mar the surface with irrigation channels. Fair enough. Okay, go back to hole 14. Door to unknown 6. Room. Terrace grave. The area is still here. The room is broad, square, well, descending deep into the earth. A single narrow stair spirals down the walls of the chamber, providing access. Stair. You take the stairs slowly, watching the patterns in the floor spin as you descend. You notice a mosaic. Well, I'm going to have a look, aren't I? You look down the decorative floor, built atop the uppermost terrace. Beneath it are interred a layer of the dead, arranged radially, and beneath them another mosaic. There are many layers beneath that. You notice a dead. A dead? Like a dead person? Oh, lovely. 3. Perhaps here they cannot hear the sea. I am very confused as to the setting of this game. Very confused. Okay, you should take the stairs slowly, watching the patterns in the floor spin as you descend. You notice a mosaic. I've already done that. Hole 14? Or unknown room? Go unknown room. Residence. The white walls of this large cylindrical room are gridded with small alcoves. It would seem it once housed many small beings. Judged by the lack of ladders, they must have had wings. The high walls fade away upward into the light, and you cannot see the ceiling. I am very perceptive, not deceptive, perceptive. Red alcoves, desk. There is so much. Hang on, it said P. P? To check my progress? P? Hang on. Okay, well, we will never know our progress. I'm just going to play for a bit. It's cool. It's cool. Bloody hell, there's so much. Alcoves. There are small, light bones in some of the interiors. The alcoves have no doors. Whatever lived here was free to leave, or bound by subtler means. Subtler? Subtler? Desk. A wooden desk rests on the floor of the room. Beneath the countless alcoves, it is not built in, but appears to have been tailor-made for the room. The dark wood slab is curved in a perfect parallel with the wall behind it. In the abandoned room is a cat, playing with a husk berry from a neighbouring garden. The cat regards you for a moment. You notice a dropped whisker. Am I going to pick up the dropped whisker? A long tapering whisker. The end is so thin that you can barely see it. You take it with you for good luck. Of course I do, of course. Why wouldn't I carry around a whisker? So been to the terrace grave. I think I'm just losing where I am now. I'm going to get lost by the end of this, but I'll keep going. 5. Room. Dining room. This well-appointed dining room must have seated 20 people at capacity. You wonder what the kitchens were like. Someone has been at work here. Much of the cutlery appears to have been cannibalized for materials, and a fine mesh of miniature irrigation canals have been carved into the floor. Huh. Is this ruins or something? Okay. Canals. Thin irrigation channels snake between the legs of the unused furniture. The water flows in one side of the chamber through a small arch and exits through several others cut in the opposite wall. Cutlery. You examine the remaining cutlery, simultaneously in awe of and revolted by the precious materials used. The copper handles are finely fluted and decorated with miniature why do they use these words? Arabesques, stylized plant tendrils, and control grids. The people who used these likely never washed their own dishes. You consider taking some of the cutlery yourself, but decide to leave it behind for whoever is working here. Hall 14, where did I go? Hall 14, 4. Servitors, walls, spirit, door, reflecting pool, road, terrace grave, unknown room. Is that 7? Room. Orchard. The trees have long ago mummified and the stone floor is covered in drifts of thick, fluffy dust. Okay. Fairy floss. In the dust are large hard seeds. Trees. Before the water system shut down, the trees must have been so beautiful. The tree trunks are wizened with age and have flowing wrinkly bark. You follow their fluted trunks up until you lose them in the darkness. Seeds. The seeds are large and spherical, encased in a seamless woody shell. Perhaps the hard outer shell might be cracked by fire, and they are still viable. You noticed a nearby seed. This seed, with its particular glossy shell, caught your eye. You pick it up and take it with you. Okay. So we've been to the grave, been to the reflecting pool. Are we all good in the reflecting pool? Full floor. Okay, so we got some unknown rooms. Okay, so number 4. 4. Room. Boom. Vertical shaft. The minimum possible amount of material forms a walkway around a dark square shaft which occupies most of the room. A ladder leads to a second walkway above the first. Shaft. The wide shaft extends downward into darkness and upward into darkness. The wind flows freely up the shaft from some unseen source. Balcony door. From the balcony you look out over the void sea. Okay. So, there we go. Room. Study. A study of some sort. There are several plants on a long workbench next to an open book. There's a lot to, look through. You cannot read. I can't read. Fuck, I forgot. You cannot read the words, but you can make out the illustrations. Apparently the owner of this room was writing a What? A treatise? On plants. Treatise? I thought it was treatise, but it's... You tell me. Plants? These were likely pets, not laboratory specimens. They verge on being bonsai. There is a stemwort with a dense knotted trunk and a single branch trained in a rising crescent. Yep. You notice a miniature fruit tree. A workbench. Though it was used for writing, it is a workbench or plain table, really not a desk. Okay, chest. The chest is made of some dense honey-coloured wood you do not recognise. It would be good for fine carvings, though this box is unornamented. It is locked. Right, miniature fruit tree. One of the plants on the workbench is fruiting, but no one seemed to be harvesting here. The pot beneath it is littered with small rotting spheres. You notice a ripe fruit. Ripe fruit. You carefully pick the single ripe fruit and take it with you. I must have very big pockets. Although all I've got is... I'm carrying a brick. A whisker. A nut. And now I'm carrying a fruit. Fair enough. back to the reflecting pool, I guess. Oh no. Hall 14, vertical shaft, study, unknown room. 6. Clearing. You walk through trees for some time. Then the forest opens and there is a large clearing. In the center of the clearing stands a rectangular house. Oh. What is this place? I'm just trying to imagine this, and I'm thinking like there's pools and there's forests and there's shafts. What? Huh? Well, the house, obviously. The gently pitched roof ends flush. There are no eaves. Rainwater is intended to run down the walls and windows to form intricate weathering patterns. The house has a single door. Orchard terrace. Yeah, I've done it all. You know, I've been around. Back to the road, I guess. Margins, door to hole 14. Airlock, bedroom. Done the margins. The pavement. Back to the bedroom. Back to the bedroom. That's right. Okay. I think I'm El Dunzo. That was cool. I liked. It was interesting because it's a because it's a text adventure. So there's only well, it's not even a text adventure. It's a lot of interpretation. A lot of interpretation. There's a lot of questions that I personally would like answered. Like, where am I? What's the setting? I guess that's all for the imagination. You know, I don't read books. I don't know this stuff. But why is there so much different environments? It's very cool. It's very interesting. Just that discovery aspect of it. But that's cool. You can guess where the link for this game is going to be down below. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of thing, let me know. I'll try and find more tech. I know there's more text-based games out there. And I have a mouth. I can read. So, you know, if you want that thing. But yes, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Roll the outro.